But do you find yourself later on at night feeling very hungry or wanting to cheat on your diet?
Because if you're following your macros and you're maintaining your fat levels and protein levels, your body is going to naturally... See, fat is what satisfies you. That's why you don't feel hungry.
Hello and welcome to this show. It is not named yet. I do not have a title, and I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. You can see I don't even have a generator. I'm using the SkyWatchTV generator, but this is my brand new show, and it's all going to be on health, and it's every topic of health: spiritual health, physical health, mental health. And in studio today, I have my very first guest from my very first show. It's Ray Tracye.
Hey,
Ray, how are you?
Awesome.
Awesome. I'm glad to have you here.
Thank you.
We were just kind of talking that this kind of started off as a joke to do my own show. Josh is doing Chalk Talks with Donna, and he's still doing his multiverse bit, and I'll be there every once in a while still. But it was funny. We were all talking at lunch, and Joe had brought up that Josh was doing his own thing with Donna now, Chalk Talks. Stay tuned for that. That's a great show, by the way. Donna's amazing. So I was joking with Joe saying, well, I guess I'll have to make my own show. And here it is. It's all going to be on health. And to talk more on that, I am going to be asking for your help. Please help me name this show. I will have a generator, but it's going to be a little contest.
Hey, folks, listen. Christina doesn't have a name for her show yet, so let's help her name her show. What I need you to do is email Christina at cpeck@skywatchtv.com.
Yes.
And you need to have your shipping address, but the biggest thing that you need is a name for her show. Mm-hmm. Now, what are you going to get out of it? My book, where I have autographed it already, right there. And just make sure that you put your name, address, and how Christina can get hold of you, and a name for her show. And you are going to be famous for naming Christina's new show.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. So today we are going to talk about
health.
Health, the keto diet.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting. You know, here you got this guy. I'm the survival guy. Now I'm the deliverance guy. And now I'm turning into the
health guy.
Keto guy. My wife and I have been doing the keto diet since January 15th, hardcore. Mm-hmm. And I've lost 15 pounds, or actually, over 15 pounds, 22 pounds to be exact. And Tracy emailed me last night, and she had a 4-pound drop. And
wow.
Yeah, so she's lost 9 pounds, and it's a great diet. It's the ketogenic diet, and what it does is it teaches your body how to survive off of the fat versus survive off of the sugars.
Wow. So have you tried any other diets besides the keto diet in the past?
Yeah. We tried the paleo diet, and the paleo diet is a low carb diet also.
Okay.
And actually that's what the keto diet is. It's a low carb, medium protein, high fat diet. And what it does is it sends your body into ketosis, which then the ketones in your body starts eating the fat. Where right now, if we're living a carb-based life, your body takes in carbs, convert those carbs to sugar, and then that's what your body feeds. Thus, you have a lot of cravings, especially for sweets and pastas or something. You have a lot of cravings because what your body is saying is, hey, we need more sugars or we need more carbs so we can convert it to sugar and then be able to run the body. Mm-hmm. And so you're looking for outside sources to feed the body, whereas with the ketogenic diet, your body produces the ability to feed itself. And what happens is it's feeding off of the fat within your body. Mm-hmm. And so you lose lots of weight, but you get in great shape. Some of the benefits that we've had is I've had bad arthritis in my finger, horrible pain in my shoulder, my hip, and it's gone. Better complexion, it's a lot better digestive system going, more energy, I'm being more productive in my work. I plow through my work daily. And it's interesting, in the morning after I have my bulletproof coffee, I type faster.
Ooh, tell us about the bulletproof coffee, because I know a lot of diets say stay away from the caffeine, stay away from the coffee. But Josh and I love coffee.
Yep.
And so tell us about the bulletproof coffee.
What bulletproof coffee is you take regular coffee and you use what's called MCT oil, medium chain triglycerides. These are the good fats. And the reason these are good fats is because medium chain triglycerides go through the mitochondria, the skin of the cells, and are instantly fed. So you're using grass-fed butter, MCT oil. I throw in some cinnamon and some nutmeg for flavor, and then I also put a scoop of protein powder in with it too. And then you blend it in a blender. Well, the blending action actually kind of breaks down to the molecular level the MCT oils and helps them adhere to the antioxidants within the coffee. And the coffee then becomes a carrier. So you drink the coffee, and it's like the MCT or the medium chains instantly go into the body. Your liver starts instantly producing ketones, your brain starts feeding off of it, and you become very, very focused, clarity of thought, and you just have more energy because these medium chain triglycerides are entering into your system and energizing you right away. Now what that does is kind of kickstart your body to start feeding off of that, but then it starts feeding off of the fat within your body that you want to get rid of.
You're more active, so it's starting to burn.
It's starting to burn.
Okay.
But what the benefit of bulletproof coffee too is, me and Tracy have our coffee about 7:30 in the morning. We are literally not hungry till around 2ish. And the reason is because the coffee is high in fat, medium chain triglycerides, that's what your body is feeding off us. And since your body is satisfied, there's no hunger cravings, or you're not hungry. And so it's satisfied by what we have put in the coffee.
That's awesome. That's a great, so remember that bulletproof coffee recipe.
I have a recipe. We're starting a website right now. It's called learningtheketoway.com, and I have a recipe up there for that.
Okay, great.
Because I've got a specialized what I do with the protein powder and everything. But the reason I put protein powder, a lot of people who are going on the keto diet when they first start, it's learning what was called macros, carbs, fats, and proteins. And you have these numbers that you stay within so that you optimize weight loss. And a lot of times people have problems keeping up with their carbs, but also getting enough fat. Mm-hmm. And by drinking this coffee in the morning and putting in a protein scoop, I'm getting a good jump in the day with my proteins, but I'm getting a really good jump on my fats.
Okay. Do you have a cookbook that you follow I know a lot of diets have these cookbooks that help you out with your daily meals.
There are a lot of cookbooks and things, but you'll be amazed. We have a group on Facebook called Learning the Keto Way. And a lot of people are just sharing their recipes. They'll take pictures of what they had for dinner or lunch. And, recipe, please. And they'll type out the recipe. But they have a lot of cookbooks, for that. But Pinterest, believe it or not, you type in ketogenic diet or keto diet on Pinterest, and all these pictures of foods and everything, and you just click on it, and there's a recipe. Yeah,
Pinterest is one of my favorite things to go into for a lot of things. And I was just talking to the cook here about going when you're down at the bare minimum of things in your cupboard. You just go on Pinterest and type in what you have, and all these recipes comes up. It's a miracle. So it's a lifesaver for sure. Do you find yourself, I know you say you're not really hungry until about 2:30 in the afternoon after you have your coffee, but do you find yourself later on at night feeling very hungry or wanting to cheat on your diet?
Because if you're following your macros and you're maintaining your fat levels and protein levels, your body is going to naturally, fat is what satisfies you. That's why you don't feel hungry, is you have the fat going and it satisfies you. So you don't have cravings, so your body is fed, it's happy. Whereas when you're in a carb state, it's constantly, I need carbs to convert to sugar, give me carbs to convert to sugar. And that's why people do get overweight, is because what the body does is say, you know what, we need to preserve some of these carbs and sugars, so we're going to pack it on in fat so that when we're really hungry, like maybe in the middle of the night, we can pull off of some of this fat and then convert that into sugar and then have energy.
Yeah, I do find myself at night. It's very odd around the same time. I'm like, man, I want some noodles.
Yeah,
exactly. It's so odd, and sometimes Josh is the same way. He's like,
potato chips, noodles, candy.
I want something to snack on late at night.
But I don't. I mean, and the reason is too because what we have for lunch, we only eat two meals a day. We in the morning, and we have bacon and eggs, and then we eat around 2:30. But we have again high protein, high fat, low carb lunch, and then also another thing is we do is what we have a bulletproof chai, and that's just taking chai tea and then doing everything that we did prior. The MCT oil, the butter, the cinnamon, nutmeg. I don't do a protein scoop with that. But just have chai tea. And that then really satisfies us. And we officially stop eating at 4. We do intermittent fasting.
Oh, okay.
And if you're able to fast for about 12 hours, your body will kind of kick into we need to eat mode and starts feeding off of fat in the middle of the night. And so again, you're not hungry. But your chai tea, your lunch and everything really does satisfy you, and you don't have any hunger craves. And I find that if I eat around 12 o'clock and around 4 I do need a snack. Whereas if I eat around 2, that actually takes me through to the evening until I'm asleep. And if I do need a snack, what I do is I'll have some cheese and cheese and salami, or I'll have some pork skins, and I really won't have very much. It's just that little bit is all I really need if I'm in need of a snack, but I'm not really hungry.
That sounds awesome. I think, with you mentioning how it has helped with your arthritis, I have arthritis problems from a car accident I was in as a young teenager. So I've noticed around certain times of the year, especially when it's getting cold.
Here's a good experiment.
My fingers hurt.
Run down to Walmart and get some MCT oil. They sell it at Walmart. They sell it at food, health food stores, things like that. The one at Walmart is about $12. But just for the heck of it, just start taking 1 spoon of that or put it in your coffee or something, but take a spoon of it in the morning. And that's all you do. Don't do keto diet. Just do that. And you'll be amazed about how much energy you have. And within 3-4 days, your joints will start feeling good again. There's something in MCT oil that helps the inflammation within the joints basically heal itself.
That's wonderful.
Your body will heal itself if it's given a proper diet. And so there's so many healing components of the keto diet. Good skin, loose joints, more energy, longer stamina. I mean, all kinds of things. So
that sounds great. And I have 3 little ones under the age of 7, so I got to chase them around constantly. I need more energy at 31 years of age. I know a lot of fruits have those high sugars as well. What fruits can you have on the keto diet?
Blueberries.
Blueberries.
But fruit, again, the keto diet is not a new diet. The keto diet is pretty much what our ancestors ate, our great-great-grandparents ate. And if you really think about what the keto diet involves, it is what they had. Meats, eggs, dairy, no milk. You don't want high milk, but you can have heavy cream. And in fact, what some people do, if they have that craving for milk, they'll take heavy cream, mix some water in it, thin it down a little bit, and make a milk out of that. That's totally okay. But milk itself has carbs and sugars and stuff. You really want to stay away from sugar. Did our great-great-grandparents have access to sugar? No, they really didn't. They would use honey sugar or sweet potato sugar. Sugar was very, very expensive back then. And so it was more of a luxury versus an everyday item, even to the point where fruit. And if you remember back in the olden days, but fruit was given away at Christmas time. You would get boxes of oranges or boxes of pears. And around Christmas time, you see these catalogs come out still where, here, send your relatives a box of beautiful fruit. It's because they didn't have access to fruit. Fruit wasn't grown everywhere like it is now in the United States. So fruit was a luxury also. But on the keto diet, you really don't eat a lot of fruit. Now, when you're in maintenance mode, because keto diet is not, I'm just going to lose 10 pounds and go away. The keto diet is kind of a lifestyle change. And when you're on the keto diet and you're in maintenance mode, you then can start eating fruits, or you can start adding some carbs back into the system, and you adjust your macros to compensate for things like that.
That is so awesome. I think that a lot of people are going to get a lot of good information from the show. And well, is there anything else you can tell us about the keto diet? And we're going to wrap this up in just a moment. But anything else where they can go to find out more about the keto diet, and we'll get some good recipes?
Best thing to do is go to our group. I started this group just because I just wanted to, find other keto people. We started it last Saturday, and already, this is 5 days from now, and we already have 630 people in this group. And it's a great supportive group, great, people are sharing their ideas, sharing what works. So it's called Learning the Keto Way at Facebook, or you can go learningtheketoway.com, which is this website we are now producing to help share our recipes and share other recipes and ideas and other things like that. It's almost a whole new portion of ministry that we're starting to get involved in, and it's fun. It's exciting. I mean, I love the energy I have. I've turned into a keto evangelist.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of things that you've been posting online about the keto diet. I am also in that group. So yeah, look for it on Facebook. Again, don't forget to email me at cpeck@skywatchtv.com for your ideas for the show, and you will get a free book if you give me your shipping information. This is signed, autographed by Ray Gano. And I hope you enjoyed the show. Tell me what you think. What kind of things would you like me to talk about? Mental, physical health, spiritual health, name them. I went to school for some medicine. It's a polysomnography, which is sleep study. So I know a lot about sleep problems. But I took my anatomy and physiology and biology courses, and this is what I know. This is what I like to talk about. But again, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sitting here talking with Ray. Ray, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll see you next time.